position. I mean, they have a lot of pick potential, lots of lockdown, tons of damage coming out of that Graves. But very similarly to game number 1, they're going to need some...
I don't think Expression knows that Ed is still here. He teched the brush with one of his missiles, but here we go, coming on in. And even with the flash, he is going to be jumped on with the twisted advance, and now Expression in a heap of trouble. There he will go down. First blood goes over to Beyond.
Engagements and stuff.
Oh, there's the flash engage, talking about engagements. Down comes the equalizer, but way too much damage. Beyond able to pick up another kill onto Expression.
Another kill goes off.
Mobility boots, and Nethergrass comes down. This time Beyond and Ed are around. They should be able to pick this one up, and there it goes. They're going to give that one on over to Ed.
Is really good for them, so everything's setting up nicely.
Luluff given over to Prey, but hold that thought. Engaging onto Max, who gets caught out. Crash getting very low. Ian attempting to do a bunch of damage on the left side, lands his charm, but also gets exhausted. But really, here comes Beyond doing a ton of damage. Ed in the front line, able to get a huge ultimate off, and that's going to be 2 for 2 now. A lot of members of LongZhu very, very low. Only Prey in the front line with that red buff. So can he get the second one? Here comes Prey. He's got red buff. They might be able to pick this one up, and it looks like they will be able to. Nice bolas there. Picks up the kill. Next
to continue scaling, and okay.
Whoa, okay. He catches Prey. The wild growth is not going to matter as he gets hit by another charm. And down he goes. So now this is 5v4, and now Crash gets caught out as well. And even though Max pays for this with his life, well, here we go again. Ed, he is going to push way, way deep. Lots of members of LongZhu get super low. And they're going to look for a pick here. Actually, the flash engaged by Ed, and so much burst damage goes out onto Gorilla. And that was the pick I was talking about, even though they did not use Frozen before, right? We'll see if that turns onto them, and you can see Crash just immediately goes down. Ian is going to survive. Expression, he really wants to get a kill here, but both Beyond and Ian survive. And this is all for an Ocean Drake. This is what we were talking about. Fly gets super low. Prey doesn't have much mana, but he's doing a lot of damage. Huge burst damage comes out on the Fly. That's going to be the 4th kill. Now only Prey remains. No doubt he will go down as well. That's going to be the ace, and only Maha will die for it.
Really good, though, that Maha was...
Are they going to make this happen? There's Crash. They want to engage. Ian getting extremely low. Okay, Max doesn't exist anymore. Ed going to try to 1v2 for now, but really just trying to escape with his life. And he's going to be hard-pressed to do so, especially with Gorilla coming on in. And that's to be Ed going down as well. So at least LongZhu is able to convert. Now it looks like they want to go towards Baron.
They're going to go towards Baron. Beyond does have 1 level on Crash right now, and they do know that he is waiting just around the corner. Fly might try to cut him off with a package.
Definitely trying here.
They have to be really careful right here. Can't let Beyond into the pit. He has to go for it.
Oh, Ian, huge amount of burst being sustained onto him. Beyond, he is going to go for it, but they stop damaging the Baron. That's not going to be enough. And there goes the Baron on over to LongZhu. Fly picks up.
With the exception of Fly, he does have that
wall. Look at that, the flash over the wall, and Fly, he doesn't have the Valkyrie anymore. He's going to go down. Nice bit of burst damage, and it looks like they want to go even further. Gorilla is going to be picked off here by the Twisted Advance, but once again, it looks like Ed just gets a little bit too far forward. A huge play with the equalizer there to actually zone out the rest of the team, and that's going to be only a 1-for-1 trade.
LongZhu, they pick up the real.
But look at the ward there that Rumble is forced to teleport to. He also does not have his equalizer, so here we go. It's going to come down to the Nether Grasp, but this time Beyond is going to pick that up. A kill onto Rengar as well, trying to go in there and get the steal, but oh, huge burst damage. They might be able to turn this one around. Look at Prey dishing out the damage. Expression flashing out in front. MVP now just routed out of this fight, just trying to get away. Fly going to dash the wall. Down goes Graves. Maha may survive. And it looks like Max will as well, just barely, is going to be missed there by the Glitter Lance. Does get out, but LongZhu able to
defend this. And so they did remove the Baron from the map, but it's going to come at the cost of an inhibitor. Don't have teleport to lock up the turret.
Oh, are they going for it? This is going to be interesting. They're going for at least 1 turret now. Gorilla's going to group up. It's only Max, but here comes Ian. He just respawned, and so the rest of LongZhu is going to be content with.
Oh, Ed.
Yeah, and the second one person rotates, they just poke the damage. And Able to take out the turret now. Looks like LongZhu in a fantastic position to get a second inhibitor here. You can see Ian hanging around the bot side. And they're going to go for a teleport. This is kind of a desperation play. Can they actually convert from here? In comes Ed. Not able to twist it advance, though. They get the charm onto Gorilla, and he goes down, but immediately Max gets taken out. Expression very low, so is Crash. Down 2 of them will go, so they do pick up a couple of kills, but look at the Nexus. Looks like that second Nexus turret will go down, and now the Nexus is totally open and naked.
They managed to win the team fight.
Him out, and he can't go onto the traps either. He's eating so much damage. There's the Guardian Angel popped. There's a trap right underneath them. They're going to try to convert here onto Fly, and that they do. Lots of burst damage coming out here. They do land the Nether Grasp onto Expression, but with that Zhonya's, he will be able to get out alive. And look at Prey so fearlessly in the front. Tons of damage, chunking out the Graves, and that will finally be the inhibitor after some difficulty.
MVP almost looked like they had stabilized that. They do get the inhibitor. Might even be able to. Now MVP does know about it. Don't know really what they can do.
Trying to burst it down with Ian's damage, but not enough. Nice.
Up against both the Baron and the Elder.
You feel like you have to go for like a desperation Elder Drake at that point.
The Nexus.
This should be the final fight. They need to make a play, and Prey immediately just QSSs and does get wild growth. Lots of damage coming out onto Expression, but it's not going to be enough. Fly even surviving. Down goes the tree finally. Crash going in for the cleanup, and that is going to be game number 2 going over to LongZhu.
And that's a pretty big victory for them right there. Fly having a much better performance this time around on the Corki. Prey looking like an absolute god.